Good day, folks. What a pleasant and warm way to welcome you to Sports Insight, your biggest sport magazine program here on Focus Online TV. I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. On this program, we bring you in-depth and accurate analysis of a sporting event from the world of sports. This program comes your way Saturday of every week from 2 to 4 p.m. here on Focus Online TV. We encourage you to keep watching. Again, I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. Thanks for following. All right. So, good day, folks. What a pleasant and warm way to welcome you to Sports Insight here on Focus Online TV, broadcasting from our main studios in Topo Village along the Japanese Freeway. This program is a sports magazine program that brings you detailed and in-depth analysis about developments from the world of sports. Everything you need to know about sports, you can log into this program every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. with your regular unusual host, Eric Palup Collins. And so on today, we're going to be rolling into some of the issues we talk about relating to football, specifically Liberia. Leska and Watanga are out of the CAF Champions League. They were knocked out in the preliminary qualifying round competitions. Leska were knocked out of the competition by Bull Rangers of Sierra Leone, the current champion of the Sierra Leone Premier League. And FC Watanga also got knocked out of the competition by Stade Malien and the Bamako of Mali. Our two Liberian clubs that represented us in the competition were defeated on home soil. And so we're going to roll into the issues. We're going to do a review of the matches, what went wrong, what needs to be done going forward. A lot of things happened along the way, what needed to have been done, it wasn't done, and what should be done going forward. We're going to talk about the issues. And we also going to learn our thoughts. Tomorrow is the Super Cup, the Elevate Orange Super Cup. The males and females categories tomorrow at the Anthony Tottenham Stadium. In the females category, determined girls will rub shoulders with Shatter Angels. Shatter Angels is the lower league champions and newly promoted upper league team to the women league. And in the males category, current champion Leska FC will knock horns with Watanga. The two sides already, they are nursing their wounds. They are going through a period of stress after being eliminated out of the competition of the CAF Champions League. And so, who's going to take the day as a way of easing the stress tomorrow? We're going to roll into that. We're going to bring some pre-match analysis about the issues about the game tomorrow between Leska and Watanga, and that of Shatter Angels against Determined Girls. And we're also going to talk about Coach Ansu Keita 23-man squad listing. It was just released minutes ago for the Total Energy African Cup of Nations qualifier. As a matter of fact, the Lone Star of Liberia will be going against Morocco on the 9th of September 2023. We're going to look at the 23-man squad listing. What are your thoughts about the listing? Who are those that were added that don't need to be added? And what do you make of the listing? And what's your expectation from that game, Liberia against Morocco? So it promises to be a full package of in-depth and detailed analysis about the issues today. Like we said, as always, it has been here. We want to say thanks for following Focus Online TV. For those of you following, we want to say thanks. Please share our live videos. You can also invite others to follow. So we're going to take just a little break, and when we come back, we're going to rush quickly into the issues today on Focus. Good day, folks. What a pleasant and warm way to welcome you to Sports Insight, your biggest sport magazine program here on Focus Online TV. I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. On this program, we bring you in-depth and accurate analysis of a sporting event from the world of sports. This program comes your way Saturday of every week from 2 to 4 p.m. here on Focus Online TV. We encourage you to keep watching. Again, I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. Thanks for following. All right, so we want to say thanks for rejoining us. Again, the program you are watching is Focus Sports Insight, live here on Focus Online TV, broadcasting from our main studios in Topo Village along the Japanese Freeway. And this program It's a 2-hour sports magazine program that brings you details and in-depth analysis about development from the world of sports. And I'm your presenter, Eric Collins. I'm alone here in studio today over the weekend. My colleagues are on the field. They are doing some OCA and OSA broadcasting work, attending to other major events across the country. And so it's a pleasure always being here to serve your purpose, you, our listening or watching audience. And so, like I said, on today's edition of our show, we're going to take a critical review into the just ended CAF preliminary rounds competition, where we had two teams from Liberia representing us, and they were eliminated out of the competition. And we're going to take a look into their performances, what went wrong, what needed to have been done, wasn't done, and what should be done going forward so as to guide out in the process as we go along. And we're also going to talk about the Super Cup tomorrow. The LFA Orange Super Cup is tomorrow at the Anthony Tottenham Stadium, the male and female edition. In the males category, Leicester FC, current champions of the Liberia Football Association Orange National League First Division, will knock arms with Watanga FC. Watanga FC will play Leicester tomorrow in the Super Cup at about 5:30 p.m. at the Anthony Tottenham Stadium. In the day's first edition from the women category of the Super Cup, current champions of the Upper League Women Upper League Division of Determined Girls will rub shoulders with lower league champions and now newly promoted Upper League team Shatter Angels in the Super Cup tomorrow. So it's a whole package of sports event tomorrow at the Anthony Tottenham Stadium. A day that promises to keep your Sunday going. You can be locked down there tomorrow to watch good football action from the two games that we just made mention of. So to keep the ball rolling again, we're going to talk about Leicester Watanga's performance in the just ended CAF qualifying round competition. Of course, on the 19th, Leicester play away to Bo Rangers in Sierra Leone. For 90 minutes between the two sides and they're 1-1. And on the 20th, Watanga welcomed Stade Malien de Bamako here at the SKD Samuel Kanyado Sports Complex in Pinsville. And in that match, Watanga were defeated by Stade Malien de Bamako 3-1 on home soil. And so in the return leg, Watanga traveled to Mali, Bamako on the 26th, and they were also defeated 4-1 by Stade Malien de Bamako. So tallying the total aggregate to be 7-2. While a disappointing, discouraging, and unfortunate result for our representation in the CAF competition. Our champions, two current champions, Leicester 2, also, they were defeated on the 27th at the Samuel Kanyado Sports Complex. They were defeated by Sierra Leone Premier League champions, Bo Rangers, 1-0, ending the dream of progressing to the next stage of the CAF Champions League qualifying rounds of edition. So the thing is, we noticed a lot of things happening along the way, and so we want to take a deep row into that. And so we just want to acknowledge we have Theodore Hush. He said, I'm following from a Soul Cleaner resident. I want to say thanks for following. Please share our live video, and you can also invite others to follow our video. So let's go play away on the 19th. And we watched the game from start to end. Some of us follow from home online TV. The Sierra Leone Premier League, even Bo Rangers, they brought the game live by the pitch. And we saw the engagement. A very good engagement from Leicester against Bo Rangers in Sierra Leone. The system was well coordinated. They played perfect teamwork. We saw how the guys play. In the earlier stage of the game, the home team, Bo Rangers, took an early lead against Leicester. And Leicester had to reconsider, did what they did. They put their horse in order and they got back on course. And we saw a kind of well coordination from Leicester. And they got the equalizer in the very first half. And in the second half, they played to a goalless second half. And thus tallying it to a 1-1 draw in Sierra Leone. Disappointingly, coming back home, we saw that our champions, Leicester, been defeated 1-0 by Bo Rangers. Very frustrating. Very disappointing. I was there providing live media coverage that day at the Samuel Kanyado Sports Complex. I didn't feel good as a sports pundit, as a Liberian, as a sports journalist. I was totally discouraged. A lot of fans, we saw tears rolling down the eyes of a lot of fans, even players. People were discouraged. People were frustrated after months of publicity. creating the necessary awareness from place to place. The Lescar fan club, having car wash cleanup exercise, raising funds to ensure that people turn out in numbers to go and watch the game, and we put out a kind of dismal performance. And the result we got, it was very discouraging. Jeremy Teo, which some point he said, I'm following live. I want to say thanks for following. Thanks for following. Thanks for the presentation, brother Theodore Hush. I want to say thanks for following. Masa Musa Fofana, good morning, Liberia, and good morning to my senior man. Yeah, he's following from Italy, so he's telling us good morning. And I want to say thanks. He always following our show. We appreciate you so much. I want to say thanks for following. So, like I said, I watched the game 90 minutes from start to end. It was disappointing to know that Lescar champions, current champions of the Liberia Football Association, Orange National League First Division, 90 minutes of play was completely disappointing, discouraging, frustrating. And somebody could say what Lescar played was not even football. That was in what we can always say in our local Liberian colloquial, freetown ball. You want to play a serious international competition and you poorly engage the game, playing like you're playing freetown ball. No attempt on goal, 90 minutes against your opponent. There was no shot on target from Lescar. Disappointing. The Murphy could not even construct. The guys could not even hold the ball. You had the visitor dominating the game from start to end. What went wrong? It was so disappointing. Why I say always when we go into the international competition, this is why we say football is about preparation. Football nowadays, modern football is about preparation. You cannot imagine victory. You cannot imagine progress. You have to work towards it. That's why other teams, other countries, in other countries across Africa and around the world, you see them hugely investing. You must invest your energy, you must invest your time, and you must also invest resources to get the necessary result you want to. We don't do that in Liberia. And we think it's magic that our team will just go in a rap. Boy Rangers, when they tried the Boy Rangers, I was following, we saw the internet. You saw the Boy Ranger football horse. The team has a well-organized, structured football horse. Player has almost everything they need to their disposal. They have gym. What player had to go? One thing our players are lacking is physical fitness. The guys are not fit. They cannot even play 90 minutes. And over, we see these things over and over. We know we have identified, and we just fail to ensure that we can improve on some of these things. It is discouraging for us as a country. We haven't making progress in the arena of football. We are not making any progress. Always we go to the international competition and our team cannot even progress to the next stage. It is discouraging for us. Watching 90 minutes of play at the SKD and the defending champions of our league cannot even have a shot on target against our opponent. It's discouraging. The Mercedes today in Europe, most of our Liberian people will cheer Mercedes. You think Mercedes just arrived over there? No, they invested hugely. The guy had to hire an experienced coach, Joseph Pep Guardiola, who coached Barcelona, won several Champions League, won his domestic league. He went Bayern Munich, he coached Bayern Munich. Mercedes invested, they brought Pep Guardiola. He signed the necessary players, they provided him the money. He brought on the players that he needed. He was able to conquer Europe because they invested time, resources, and energy into the process. So today, Mercedes is reaping what they sow. Why can our local teams in Liberia do so? Why can we invest into football? We just want to make football is not biscuit. Football is about preparation. What you put in is what you get. So it is discouraging. Look at the kind of dismal performance by Lescar, our champion, playing against Boy Ranger, our neighboring Sierra Leone. You can just travel from Liberia to Sierra Leone less than 1 hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours. So what difference that these guys have put into place that you cannot put into place? Look at what the coach did. You travel to Sierra Leone, you have Mark Carley, one of the best strikers that we have on the local scene of recent. You have some international experience also have the country of the Under 20 team. Kante meet higher goal scorer. Mark Carley is a born natural number 9. You travel Sierra Leone, you carry Mark Carley. He didn't play, we agree, he was on the bench. You came out to Liberia, you dropping out of the squad. And throughout the game, we noticed that Christopher Jackson, the dependent striker of Lescar, he was out of that game totally. So you never had a striker on bench to replace Christopher Jackson. You think it was a good decision? You just carry one number 9 to a major competition of such, and you had the current number 9, who is the higher goal scorer in our league. He scored many goals in the Just International League, and he couldn't kick a shot on target at home. So disappointing, discouraging. I must appreciate Ashley Williams, who had a very excellent performance. Ashley Williams performed excellently against how you call it, against Bo Rangers. Excellent performance from Ashley Whittle. I can admit I was on the field from start to end. It was discouraging. The coach didn't do well. And this is why he said yes, he took responsibility for what happened. That was the game. That was the expectation, but he didn't expect the team to play that way they play. You seen it? We keep making mistakes and want to come and apologize. We need to do well. We have Murphy Sonnen, he's following. I want to say thanks for following. Jeremy Tio Wisompo, I'm following live from Yukutan. John Wayne, I'm following. And my good brother and friend, my president, Labrador National Fan Based Association, Hillary Johnson, is very a serious-minded sports pundit, a brother who have invested a lot. He's the president of Liska Fan Club. I know what Hillary went through, taking people to Sierra Leone, coming back to Labrador, organizing car wash cleanup campaign, just to ensure all of us were in that zoo that day. I was there when Hillary arrived earlier at the gate. It was not an easy thing trying to even procure tickets for some of the fans of Liska to ensure that the fans of Liska can go on the field that day to cheer Liska to victory. And I saw the expression on Hillary's and the rest of the folks' face after the game. The guys were disappointed. They were frustrated. Some of them were sharing tears. Why? Like we were over and over. Why can we invest? Why can we prepare? It's discouraging that we keep going to this kind of international competition. Bo Rangers from Ryan Sierra Leone will come and defeat Liska from Liberia. Why? Why? We need to start. We need to invest more. Although we are doing well, but we need to do more. Ashe M. Subu is I'm following. Jack Flomo is I'm following live. Thomas Tuya calling. Sekou Aminata Connection following closely from the compound of Strong FM Liberia. We are not investing into football. And we just imagine things happening and want to get results. Bo Ranger has invested heavily. Before Bo Ranger came to the competition and went into the league, most of the best players from other clubs, they brought their own loan to prepare the squad, to beef up the strength of the squad because they know they are going to an international competition. There were another international competition that Liska should have participated in before the CAF league. They declined. They said there were no funds. That competition we have prepared Liska. That competition we have prepared Liska for this CAF preliminary qualifier. They withdrew from that tournament. They said there were no funds. It would have been an eye opener to at least expose the player. Bo Ranger participated in that very tournament that Liska withdrew from prior to the competition. You saw the experience they put in. You saw how they all play us in Liberia. We are not making progress in football. Discouraging performance from Liska at home saw 90 minutes, no shot on target. Right back, left back, nothing. I must appreciate the center defense. They did extremely well. And the goalkeeper Ashley Whittle that day, he did extremely well. The entire attack was nothing. The Mayfield couldn't even hold. There was no construct from the Mayfield. Very poor. And the coach, like I said, I stated earlier, the coach shouldn't have left Mark. Mark Calais is a very good striker. You carry one striker to the game. Christopher Jackson was all of the game. He was not performing. You never had a number 9 on bench to replace Christopher Jackson because you left Mark Calais out of the squad deliberately. We shouldn't be doing football like this in this country. We must prepare a lot of time, and we need the rightful people to be there. We'll come back to Liska. Let's go to Watanga. Watanga game, I covered that game at SKD again. I also provided live media coverage. Watanga is extremely lazy. The team lacks physical fitness. You know, I was just sharing joke with one of my colleagues. I told him, I said, if the guy push out to the wall, someone will be forced to come back to football. I'm a very good goalkeeper who play football. Someone will have to leave football to attend to other things. But the guys who are playing, they are not encouraging us. So they want to force us to come back into the game because we see they are lacking many things. Even with the many years some have been silent, we could better perform by some of the guys who we see in there. Look at the poor performance from the goalkeeper for Watanga, Derek Judu. Poorly performed, he blundered seriously. He led to 2 of the goals of Watanga, and I'm saying this without fear or favor. If I were between that goal, I could have done better with all the years I have sat down. So what's the need? The team is not fit. You cannot even play 45 minutes. All of the players, they are tired. They lack physical endurance. You cannot engage. Stade Malien, the Bamako, the guys are physically fit. We saw how they took on Watanga here, defeating us 3-1. We had to score from the spot key, 1 penalty, pitiful penalty. We cannot even out the defense of Stade Malien, the Watanga and Bamako said they were not even threatening. You saw the guys so relaxed. The guys weren't even move. Why? Why only us? Why only Liberia? It is discouraging. We have to do more. Watanga performance. Look at a lot of things happened in Watanga game. Look at what happened during Watanga game. During the post-match press conference, the coach Kopa Sana had to tell us that there were few minutes to the game before they realized that few of the players CAF did not approve few of those players from Watanga to participate in the competition. Even the coach, Coach Kopa Sana, was not on the land that day when Watanga played because CAF did not approve his name. There were a lot of administrative or flaws from the end of Watanga. Administrative ineptitude, poor administration. Chauncey Freeman, another guy who is good, had international experience that we're depending on for Watanga. Chauncey Freeman could not be featured in that game because of some administrative ineptitude. They said his name, CAF had issue with his name, and the coach. You know what I mean? Your coach who train with the players and the coach understand each other. They know the language they communicate with on practice ground. And you are going to an international competition just a few minutes of the game before you get to realize that the coach and other players need have parent CAF did not approve them, and so they couldn't be available for that game. Coach Kopa Sana had to go sit down to where the spectator was sitting. Chauncey Freeman was there out of the game. While Liberia, you know how long you have to prepare to send the names of your players in to register them to make sure they were eligible to participate in the competition. Only at the dying minute we got to realize that those people were not eligible to play, and Watanga think they were going to make matches to play to beat State Mali and the Bamako from Mali, a team that been preparing for years for the competition. You think it was magic? You go into a competition, you cannot prepare a few minutes to the tournament or to the game. They tell you that your coach that no, you will not be on the line because there are some administrative issues telling the other player you will not be available. We're joking with football in this country. I just sorry for the poor fans who always in Liberia football recently have been encouraged. Go watch game before. Compare of nowadays and compared to those days football in Liberia. All of the fees are jam-packed to capacity. Even the just in the Pinsville Cup that I cover. You saw how the fee were packed. People great. You know, Liberians are developing huge appetite for football. The guys love sports. Some of them, they are reducing the appetite for supporting European teams. Chelsea, the Madrid, the Barcelona, the Real Madrid. All they say, let's pay that attention to our local league. Let's support our own teams. And we cannot bring pride to our people. Keep letting them that you travel, you went Mali. The poor king, the poor defeated you, you're full. And you went Mali, the people had to defeat you. The people had to defeat you. Four in Mali, they came to your home, they defeat you. Tidi. So we have Ambassador Tommy Otis picture. He said, I feel your analysis, Ambassador Eric Collins. I said, Msubu Jerry recently Watanga was in Mali and the result are not good. But the team did extremely well. I hope they can do. But what were they did? Sylvester Abraham Sodi, he said, I'm following from Banyo, Lower Virginia. Theodore Horse, he said, these brothers have absolutely brought great pride to this nation, so they need to be given some attention. The amputee is one of our pride. Yes, I think we'll pay attention to the amputee. If the other guys are not doing well, let's pay attention to the amputee. These guys have gone to world stage to bring home this Africa Para Olympic, which is the first in Africa, so Liberia needs a better. Yes, the amputee, they are doing well. The guys are not doing absolutely the performance discouraging. Thomas Tuya Collins following from Ghana, S. Amos Tama following from Base 2, Broadview City. Want to say thanks to all of you for following. Please share our live videos. You can also invite others to follow. You know, it's discouraging. It is about Liberia. I'm a Liberian. I'm a sports journalist. And, you know, I'm a Liberian. Just imagine a man from a football background. I played football up to second division. And we got into the game. We decided to get into the media angle where we can promote from that aspect in terms of promoting players, you know, updating the public with regards to activities, you know, from the world of sports in Liberia. So I'm not too happy too. The performance I saw. Watanga did not do well. On whom saw, look at how they play. Tidi won, the opponent defeated. The players are, I'm saying the players are lazy. The guys are not fit. The guys lack physical endurance. Boy Ranger had a football horse where you have a gym. Players go, you know, they build up their muscles. They will do physical training. Just in Liberia, go see Premier Team training. They will not even train for 1 hour. All of them are tired. They live in the practice ground. Players will go and practice. You can't practice ground. You can't. You say, oh, my foot. Your full hurting. You left on your horse. You came on the practice ground. You say your full hurting. Some of the players list. I mean, say this another thing that caught my attention. Right after the game, I started taking notice of Liska players. All of them brought their women on the field. They changed their clothes right on the field, putting their hand around women, doing perfect. You know, you see, a post-match trauma. Some of them, the mood you should have seen, even some of them in that kind of sympathetic mood. That yes, we brought shame and disgrace to our supporters, to our country. Right after the game, you change your woman, you put your hand around your girlfriend. The other man walking with a woman on the side, the other man kiss. You see the kind of mockery. The guys are not serious. Professional players who sign professional contracts. And they are the ones I said this days ago when determined girls were taking part in the Just in the Women edition here at SKD again. Right here on our own we saw how determined girls were humiliated. The girls that are playing in international competition, just a week to the international competition, I was at the SKD practice page providing live media coverage for the Pinsway Cup. I saw some of those girls who were to participate in the international competition drinking excessively. They got beer, they got 10% in their hand, they got a whole lot of things. So the clubs having their regulation or restriction for some of these players to regulate their activities. You cannot have a player just a day or two going to participate in international competition and the player just roaming all over the place, drinking excessively. It's not good. We need to put a lot of things in. We are lacking a lot of things in this country, and people just feel you can wake up in the morning, it will not happen that way. Football is not magic. It's not imagination. Preparation matters. We just watched the FIFA Women World Cup. Saw how the girls were playing. You think they just work out and left from the country they went there to go participate in a competition like that? No, absolutely no. They prepare for months. They took months to prepare. So we can do the same, but we are not doing that. We can do the same, but we are not doing that. We can do the same, but we are not doing that. And we need to do so. We need to do so. It's disappointing for us as Liberians. It's disappointing for us as Liberians. We need to. It is seriously disappointing. It is seriously disappointing. And I must say this. I'm not going to mince my words on such. The performance from our teams in the just ended CAF preliminary round qualifying competition was extremely poor, and we can do better than that. Let's invest more into football. Let's invest more. Most especially now, we need to invest in the grassroots sports program. Most of the young talents I see coming up, now we need to invest in the program that we have to develop them fully. Put more into this. We can't just keep talking football. No, we must make it practical. You cannot keep talking football. Make it to be practical. Make it to be practical. And so for some of you watching, if you want to call, you can call our number via WhatsApp. I will announce the number. You can call that number to participate on the show. 077 or +231 776 683297. +231 776 683297. You can call that number via WhatsApp to participate on the program. We can call, we can give you the opportunity to participate. So like we said, we are discouraged, all of us, the way our team performed. It wasn't up to expectation what all of us expected. Especially the Leska that we know. For Leska to play 90 minutes with no shot on target, it is more than discouraging. But again, we got a long way to go with football in this country. And we hope the necessary authority, all of the clubs, the teams across the country can double up the effort, can start to invest more into football. We can invest because we need to do more. Like we said, we need to invest more into the grassroots program. All of these things, we need to have their kind of academic program where they can start from the grassroots, start to progress from one level to another. Like some of the players that we saw, like you had Emmanuel Foley down, he playing for Watanga. Yes, of recent, he was with the under 17. Father Johnson Jr., who was with Leska, he was part of the squad that traveled to Sierra Leone back in Liberia for the CAF competition. These people came from the grassroots program, soccer academy, they play at that level, under 17, under 20, and that's the stages, that's how it should be. You cannot just take somebody, you just carry them. But all of these things we are messing up. And we know these things. I'm not saying that we don't know about most of these things. We know about these things, but we deliberately refuse to do it. And we say football is basically a magic. We'll just go there. Even our national team, the same thing can happen to our national team. We'll have major games to play, major competition, and we'll go to the competition. The opportunity will be there for us. Look at what the Lone Star Liberia did against South Africa. Just a goalless draw at home. A goalless draw at home against South Africa. How we blew all that chance that we have. A golden opportunity. We blew away it. Same thing, Leska Watanga. What is going wrong with football in Liberia? President Mustafa Raji, you are the president of the FA. You need to go beyond for sports program in this country. We need to go beyond. Let's invest in grassroots sports program. And even at the upper level, there are more things need to be done. Some of the club president need to put in more. There should be regulation for players. There should be more on physical fitness training. You should work on the mind game of the players, their physical fitness, their mental fitness. All of these things need to be taken into consideration. You need to work on that. But it's not happening. No coordination. Look at how the guys were playing that day. No coordination. Both Rangers, the guys were well coordinated. They dominated the entire game. No coordination from our team. Aaron Gadget Bronski said physical fitness, technical strength, and social factor are all elements of this poll result. You are right, Chairman Aaron Gadget Bronski. I just stated down the program. Football is taken as a tool for massive amusement in clubs and sport bars. We are very far from there. Let's increase the budget of the amputee team. They are the only source of national pride. Thank you, Chairman Aaron Gadget Bronski. You just made my day. You just made my day. I cannot say more than what the chairman has said. And this is why we're lacking in this country. Like I said, I'm more fit than some of the players I saw playing for Leicester and Watanga. I haven't played football for years, but I appear more fit. I saw the tiredness in the guys. That level of, 45 minutes, you tired, you walking on the field, holding your waist. Even Europe, the Messi will talk about the Chelsea, the Barcelona, the Arsenal. European teams that paying the kind of huge money will be in like Brett Tamba. They may making 300,000 every Saturday. You know what? Erling Haaland can pass you to get 300,000 every Saturday. Some other European teams train 3 times a day. You know what? Bukayo Saka, who just won the PFA Young Player of the Year. You think Bukayo Saka, the money that Arsenal paying him, that money they can just take the cent to your account Saturday? Saka justifying the money that he's making. He's justifying that money. Thiago Silva, they are justifying what they have been paid. Manchester City players. You see the guys going to win treble in Europe to tell you that the money they're paying, then they have to justify. There's not over there. They are preparation. Preparation. We saw how Arsenal struggled for years, and today they are getting on court. Arteta came back. Although Arsenal failed on their chances of winning the Premier League, but we saw the kind of team Arteta has built over the years to ensure that Arsenal return to the Champions League. It is not magic. It's not magic. Only like here, we just wake up in the morning and we say we won't go there. You know, football are basic. Football is not basic, especially in the modern football. No, it is about the level of preparation. What you put in is what you get. What you put in, what you get. I believe we have the talents here. We have some of the God-given talent. Look at Sam Moses of recent discovery, who are just included in the 23-man squad from Coach Ansu Keista. And that kid is a natural talent. From the Pinsville Cup, he won the admiration of almost everybody. It was there. The coach just spotted Sam Moses from the Pinsville Cup. But how can we help to develop that little boy talent? What level of preparation has been put into place? They said that would just be around Sam Moses, people be calling in after 2-3 years, and you will just be passing around in Liberia. So we are lacking many things. We need to invest. Trust me, the performances from our 2 teams in the just ended CAF Champions League preliminary round qualifier, it was extremely poor. It was way below the radar, and we need to do more than that. I cannot say more than that. So I will just take a little water break, like we said. If you want to participate and you are following, the number to participate, you can call via WhatsApp +231 776 683297 +231 776 683297. You can call that number via WhatsApp, and we'll afford you the opportunity to participate on this program. +231 776 683297 is the number you can call to participate on the program. And the program you are watching is Focus Sports Insight, live here on Focus Online TV, broadcasting from our main studios in Topo Village along the Japanese Freeway. This is a detailed, in-depth sports magazine program that brings you all you need to know from the world of sports. And this program comes your way Saturday of every week from 2 to 4 p.m. And so we want to say thanks to all of you that are following our online follower. We've been acknowledging you, and we would like to acknowledge you again because it is because of you we are all here today. We have Theodore Hodge is following. Theodore Hodge is following us. We have Jeremy Theo Weeks. Someone he's following. We have Masa Musa Fofana. I want to say thanks for following. Movi Sonny, John Wynn, Hilary Johnson, president of Leska of Fan Club. Hilary Johnson want to say thanks for following our broadcast. Jack Flomo, Ase M. Supu, Thomas Tuya Collins, Seku Aminata Connection. We have S. Amos Stama, Theodore Hodge, Sylvester Abraham Sonny, Ase M. Supu, Ambassador Tommy Otis Picha. He's also following our live broadcast here today on Focus Sports Insight. And of course, we have Chairman Aaron Gadget Bronski following from the Republic of Ireland in the United Kingdom. We want to say thanks to all you all for following. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back again, like we said, we got more issues here to talk about on Focus Sports Inside today. So following, keep following, say, share our live video, and you can also invite others to follow our profile. Good day, folks. What a pleasant and warm way to welcome you to Sports Insight, your biggest sport magazine program here on Focus Online TV. I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. On this program, we bring you in-depth and accurate analysis of a sporting event from the world of sports. This program comes your way Saturday every week from 2 to 4 p.m. here on Focus Online TV. We encourage you to keep watching. Again, I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. Thanks for following. Good day, folks. What a pleasant and warm way to welcome you to Sports Insight, your biggest sport magazine program here on Focus Online TV. I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. On this program, we bring you in-depth and accurate analysis of a sporting event from the world of sports. This program comes your way Saturday every week from 2 to 4 p.m. here on Focus Online TV. We encourage you to keep watching. Again, I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. Thanks for following. All right, so I want to say thanks for rejoining us. Again, the program you are watching is Sports Insight, Focus Sports Insight, live on Focus Online TV, broadcasting from our main studios here in Topo Village along the Japanese Freeway. And so we also promise you we want to talk about the 25-man listing. The Lone Star of Liberia will be going against Morocco on the 9th of September 2023 in the Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations qualifier. And so, ahead of that, the coach of the national team of Liberia, Ansou Keita, has released a 23-man squad. And so, the 23-man squad, we have a copy of the listing, the 23-man listing of squad here we have in our possession, and we're going to read all that to you. What you make out of the 23-man squad or listing selected by Coach Ansou Keita for the Lone Star of Liberia. Adu Mpaba, we want to say thanks for following, brother. He's a social influencer. He's my social moderator, as a matter of fact. I want to say thanks for joining us, Adu Mpaba. So, like we said, Coach Ansou Keita has selected or shortlisted 23 men that will represent Liberia against Morocco on the 9th of September in this year Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. And so, the 23-man squad listing we have here, we're going to read that out for you again, like we said. We encourage the public's participation on this program. If there are issues you want to talk about, or you can better leave some of your issues in the comment section, and we're going to read that out on this program. If you want to participate, you can call +231 776 683297 to participate. You can call via WhatsApp +231 776 683297 to participate on the program. So we have the 23-man listing here from Coach Ansou Keita. For the goalkeepers, we have Boston Wene de Sosa. Boston Wene de Sosa, he's now French. He's a Liberian goalkeeper who plays in Europe. He plays in Romana Coronic in the second league. He has had some spell with the national team, and he has featured more than 2 times for the Lone Star of Liberia before Boston Wene. And we have Emmanuel Dine. He plays on the local scene, formerly of Bay Mountain, one of the contenders for the LFA Award 2023 Best Goalkeeper. Emmanuel Dene, very good goalkeeper with good feedback for me. I think his selection or call is necessary. Emmanuel Dine. We also have Ashley Williams. Yes, Ashley Williams. He just informed, as a matter of fact, Ashley Williams, his performance against Bo Ranger was exceptional, incredible performance. Had it not been Ashley Williams in the second leg, the target against Leicester would have been up to 3 or 4. He made a number of significant saves I can admit to that. I was on the field providing live coverage. Ashley Williams did extremely well, and so his selection or to be part of this 23-man listing, I think it is welcoming. But we don't know who's going to start for the Lone Star of Liberia. But I think the 3 goalkeepers being selected here by Ansu Keita. They are okay. We can work with that. And so for the defenders, Coach Ansu Keita, he has selected 6 defenders. We have Arago Jamel Arako, defenders. Samson Due, one of those making Liberia proud up there of recent. He was signed on loan by Victoria Plasing after one of the defenders got injured. He was brought on loan. He represented Victoria Plasing in the just in qualifying round for the UEFA Conference League. And he played 6 matches for Victoria Plasing. And as God will have it, Victoria Plasing have qualified for a major European competition. That's the Europa Super Cup. And as a matter of fact, Samson Due will be representing Liberia in that competition. We are so proud of Samson Due. We are so proud of what he has become with just in the twinkle of an eye. And this is not surprising to all the performance of Samson Due. It's not surprising to many of us who are in this, who have been following football in Liberia and out of Liberia. Samson Due from LPRC Order had a very incredible performance. I think he came from Pepper FC to LPRC Order. He's a very good game reader, center defender. He understands the center defense very well. Played for the national team, had some time with the national team, and all of the time he played for the national team, outstanding performances he had. We have another person being called by Coach Ansu Keita. We have Ibrahim Mohamed Sumoro, another defender. We have Mark Paba. We have Jeremy Singwe, and of course Kemon Kamara. These are the defenders that have been selected by Coach Ansu Keita. For midfielders, here we have midfielders. Murphy Oscar Dolly played for Xavier Prague in Czech Republic. As a matter of fact, Murphy Oscar Dolly was instrumental in ensuring that Xavier Prague just qualified for the Europa League. They qualified of recent. We saw them participating in the competition where Oscar Dolly featured in all of the matches. He did extremely well, and we are proud of him. His selection is no mistake. We have Noah Kennan. Noah Kennan has been selected by Coach Ansu Keita. He's part of the 23-man listing. Amma Vakinan, Mohamed Sangari, Seth Kenneth Hebre, Abed Kova, Darlington Hammer, Divan Tier, Abdullah Yaya Belete, Ketu Jebo, and of course Sir Moses. I just spoke of Sir Moses Elo. He's one of the most promising lads on the local stage of recent. He plays for 2nd division, newly promoted 2nd division team, Discovery FC. And Sir Moses came to prominence in the Just in the PNV Cup, where he showcased excellent performance and he caught the attention of Coach Ansu Keita, who was present that day, and he ended a call up to train with the local team that were preparing for the chain qualifier. And so we are happy that Sam Moses has been given a call up to the national team, and we are wishing you all of the best. For the 4, we have William Jebo, we have Mohamed Kamara, and of course, Pashemo. So that's the 23-man listing there by Coach Ansu Keita ahead of the Total Energies African Cup qualifiers. Ahead of that qualifier, Liberia will be going against Morocco on the 9th of September. So what do you make of that listing? What do you make of that listing? Are you okay with that? For those of you watching live, you can send in your comments, your views, or you can better still call +231 776 6832 97 to participate on the program. Now, on our last issue for today, tomorrow is the Super Cup. Liberia Football Association Super Cup. Leska versus Watanga. What are your predictions? Who's going to take the day? Leska will be going against Watanga. What are your predictions for tomorrow game, Leska versus Watanga? Leska and Watanga play in the final of the Orange Cup last season. Of course, Leska defeated Watanga 2-0, courtesy to Ishmael Dumuya. Okay, there was something I just left out. This Dumuya issue with Leska. It was another mistake that Leska made, and the coach acknowledged that during the post-match press conference. Sam Chilepe, coach of Leska, he acknowledged that. He said he missed Ishmael Dumuya so badly. Ishmael Dumuya was one of those who were very instrumental in Leska's success in last season. What went wrong? Leska and Ishmael Dumuya parted ways. Why Leska couldn't negotiate with the club? Just this morning, I wake up to the news that Dumuya has signed for Bay Mountain, SC Bay Mountain, and he will be available to play for Bay Mountain this coming Wednesday, because the Orange National League First Division will be kickstarting on Wednesday. Leska Pinsway FC will be playing against Bay Mountain. And Bay Mountain has secured the signature of Ishmael Dumuya. Why? They said Leska couldn't show that Dumuya was made available to help the squad. in the CAF Champions League qualifier. What was so sticky about this whole deal that Leicester could not ensure that Dumia joined his teammates, a very significant member of your squad who gathered you to win the treble, and you lose him, and you were so happy about that. And Dumia was missing. A lot of people miss Dumia in that squad. A lot of people miss Ishmael Dumia. A lot of Leicester fans, top supporters, even football lovers, very famous stakeholders, they say, had Dumia been in that game, it would have been a difference. But Leicester sat down there, they couldn't ensure that they renegotiated the Dumia deal. And today, Dumia is leaving Leicester now. He just signed for Bay Mountain. You see it? Leicester play Watanga tomorrow. What are your expectations of tomorrow's match between Leicester and Watanga? What are your expectations tomorrow, Leicester versus Watanga? The two sides, they are already mentally depressed. They are nursing their wounds from what happened to them in the Just in the CAF Champions League qualifier. Both of them were knocked out of the competition. They both were defeated on home soil. And I know the kind of trauma associated with such. So we don't expect much from tomorrow's match. I want to say this. We don't expect much from tomorrow's match. Most of the fans, they are already expressing that disappointment, this disenchantment, about how they feel with regard to Leicester and Watanga performance. A lot of them are planning to even boycott tomorrow's match. We are just praying that tomorrow we'll have a turnout, but tomorrow, I don't know what we're going to have the kind of turnout that we expect because of the disappointment, because of the discouragement. Most of the fans, they are disappointed in their team's performance. And tomorrow, the same two teams that were just eliminated from the competition going to play tomorrow. What do we expect from that game tomorrow? What's your prediction? Leicester versus Watanga? Do you expect to see something good? Do you expect to see the kind of football that we all anticipate? Do you really expect to see that? Let's be fair. Leicester and Watanga. Trust me, tomorrow, we shouldn't be surprised if these fans go there and start chanting anti-slogan against Leicester and Watanga. I'm not inciting no fans from Leicester and Watanga. I'm not in any way trying to incite them. But I've been following all of the posts from the angle of LFA, from Leicester, from Watanga. Go and see some of the comments on the Facebook post. You will know that the fans, they are hugely disappointed. They are hugely frustrated. They are venting the anger. They are venting the anger on the Facebook comments. On the Facebook posts from the pages of Leicester, Watanga, that of LFA, with regard to tomorrow's Super Cup. The guys are seriously disappointed, and a huge number of them are planning to boycott the game tomorrow. They say they will not even go there. They can't waste their time to go see Leicester and Watanga playing because they are a big disappointment to football in Liberia. They only know how to play in Liberia. You win all the small teams, go play people outside there on the international scene, go compete, and you cannot even progress to even in the group stage. You just go to preliminary round, you drop. You come by in Liberia, Leicester, football Watanga. Football Leicester, football Watanga, where that in Liberia, you can cross border. It's a shame and disgrace. So tomorrow, the two sides play each other in the Super Cup. The Super Cup tomorrow at the Anthony Tottenham Stadium, 5:30. What do you expect from the game between Leicester and Watanga tomorrow? What are your expectations? Send in your predictions, like we said. If you send in your predictions, we're going to read them all. In the female edition, I think the female edition will be much entertaining and exciting than a lot of Leicester and Watanga. Determined girls and Shatter Angels. Determined girls too, they put out this performance too just recently. They had some teams. I had a team from Senegal, a team from Sierra Leone, and the other team from Mali. With determined girls, 4 of them participated in the competition just in Liberia recent. Determined girls' performance was very dismal. They were defeated 4-0 here on home soil. I just stated that determined girls players, some of them I saw them at the SKD practice page, drinking 10%, drinking beer just a week to participating in an international competition. You passing around the place. Nobody say you can socialize. Nobody say you can flex. There are other going to be talking about Jack Grealish, other players from Europe, but these players, when they are time to put in work, they put in work, and there were time for them to socialize. They can socialize, but for Liberia, we don't know when to do so. Every day we want to socialize. Every day we want to socialize without taking the game serious. So tomorrow, determined girls will play Shatter Angels. And Shatter Angels is one of the proud of us of recent. We have seen how the team, we have seen of recent how the Shatter Angels have been structured. Miss Benita Ure, a brand influencer. I heard that she has assumed the role of president of Shattered Angels Football Club Female Edition. And she's also an executive member of the Liberia Football Association. A young lady that comes with much more energy. She has been doing a lot of research with regards to the promotion of growth and development of football in Liberia. And I admire the energy and passion that Benita Yue comes with. Benita Yue is doing well. Look at Shattered Angels today. You see what she has taken Shattered Angels from the lower league and see tremendously how they have progress, gaining promotion to the upper league. And Shattered Angels going to be a force to reckon with in this coming national league. Trust me, nobody should underestimate Shattered Angels. They are well organized. Yesterday, we saw on the social media, we saw the leadership structures. They have appointed people to different respected positions. Maureen Wing has been appointed as coach of Shattered Angels. Ricky Tia is the vice president for administration. Miss Wilhelmina Brown, formerly Miss Marshall, brand influencer. She's the vice president for how you call it, operation. Abu Bakar, I think Ba or Jallo, he's the financial officer. He used to work with Football Forum. I don't know whether he's still with Football Forum. He's another brilliant young man. You see, when you bring that kind of innovative people on board to work with your team, you can get a result you want. That's why Shattered Angels keep making progress. And people think, they just know. Benita Yue is putting her time, her energy, her resources into that process. That's why Shattered Angels, you see them, they are performing the way they are performing. And that's it about football. It requires time, energy, and resources. I must admire, appreciate Miss Benita Yue. She's doing extremely well when it comes to football. She's so passionate about football in this country. And that's something I would like to tell you about Benita Yue. I'm not buying sentiment from her. I used to support Bourgeois Boo as a basketball team. And when Bourgeois Boo were participating in the National League, I can remember that season before last. No, they just ended league season. They just ended LBA basketball league season. Benita Yue came to Bourgeois Boo with her all. We appointed her as vice president for administration, and we entrusted to know that lady will go extra mile to lobby for Bourgeois Boo. There were games we used to go play. Benita Yue will ensure she will lobby with some football and basketball stakeholder. Sometimes they will make $1,000 United States dollars, sometimes $1,005 United States dollars available for the team. She will ensure that we get 2 buses, Kilobin buses, just to commute our fans to and fro. Some of the things were not happening prior to the matter coming. So when they really come to something, she come with everything. And I admire her for that. How many of us, our football stakeholder, been to? You just want to sit down and, Preso, Preso. People be calling you Preso. What you doing as a Preso? Preso, you must invest. Will not just be calling you Preso around. Invest into the process. You want to call you Preso, you must invest into the process. And I just about the name Preso. Butler Paga Abdul, he said, let's have football 2 Watanga 1. That's his prediction. Hope you're getting prepared for the meeting. I don't know which meeting Abdul or Butler Paga you're talking about, but your prediction is well taken into consideration. Leska Football Club 2 Watanga 1. That is his prediction for tomorrow's game. Leska versus Watanga. So I was just talking about Shattered Angels. So how Miss Benita Yue has been able to rebrand the team, invested a whole lot in today, and we just think this is magic. This is not magic. So I just take a short break, and we'll come back, and we're going to wrap up. We're going to wind down the curtains on this edition of our show. Good day, folks. What a pleasant and warm way to welcome you to Spokes Insight, your biggest sport magazine program here on Focal Online TV. I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. On this program, we bring you in-depth and accurate analysis of a sporting event from the world of sports. This program comes your way Saturday every week from 2 to 4 p.m. here on Focal Online TV. We encourage you to keep watching. Again, I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. Thanks for following. Good day, folks. What a pleasant and warm way to welcome you to Spokes Insight, your biggest sport magazine program here on Focal Online TV. I'm your host, Eric Palup Collins. On this program, we bring you in-depth and accurate analysis of a sporting event from the world of sports. This program comes your way Saturday every week from 2 to 4 p.m. here on Focal Online TV. We encourage you to keep watching. Again, I'm your host, Eric Paulo Collins. Thanks for following. All right, so like we said, we are trying to wind down the curtains on this edition of our program again. It has been, like we said, if you are watching our live video, again, we want to say for those of you watching our live videos, you can put in your comments in the comment section. If you have a question, if you have a comment, you put it in the comment section, and we're going to read that out for you on the program. Musa Fufana, he said, thank you so much, Sion. Yeah, he's watching from Italy, always following one of our other followers, and want to also appreciate you for also following our program. We appreciate you so dearly. Like we said, this program is intended to ensure that we bring you all you need to know from the world of sports. So, again, it has been an interesting conversation all year with all of you who have been viewing our program today here on Focus Sports Insight. Like we said, this program comes away every Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. So we encourage you to always follow this program, and we want to bring you everything you need to know from the world of sports. So, again, we appreciate you all. Today has been an interesting, insightful, and interactive conversation with you all there. I'm your regular host, Eric Paulo Collins, who been here sitting in the lone driving seat. My colleagues, like I said, they are on the field and catering to some OB activities. And so it has been a pleasure being here, lonely in studio, bring you all you need to know from the world of sports. We appreciate you so much. Want to say keep following Focus Online TV. You can follow our online TV throughout the week from Monday to Saturday. We run different programs that everything that you need to know. You can follow Focus Online TV through the week from Monday to Saturday. Thanks for watching. Share our live video. You invite others to follow. It has been an interesting and insightful conversation out there with you. Thank you for today, and I want to bid you farewell.